On the corner of Belrose Avenue sat a crooked gray house everyone avoided. Its shutters hung loose like broken wings. Weeds swallowed the porch, and every night, just after sunset, people swore they saw a little girl standing in the upstairs window. She never moved. She only stared. Adults blamed reflections or imagination, but the story spread through the neighborhood anyway. Kids riding bikes would pedal faster when they passed the house. Dogs barked at it. Even the streetlights nearby flickered strangely at night. One October evening, 4 neighborhood friends decided they were tired of hearing ghost stories without proof. Marcus, Elena, Jamal, and Sophie crossed the rusted gate carrying flashlights and nervous bravado. "You guys saw her too, right?" Sophie whispered. Marcus nodded toward the second floor. "Window, every night." The front door groaned open with barely a push. Dust coated the furniture inside like gray snow. The air smelled damp and rotten. As they climbed the staircase, the old wood creaked beneath their shoes. Halfway up, Elena froze. At the end of the hallway stood the girl from the window. She looked about 8 years old, wearing a faded yellow dress. Her pale face was expressionless, but her eyes looked wet with sadness. Jamal nearly screamed. The girl slowly raised one hand and pointed toward a bedroom before vanishing into thin air. Nobody spoke for several seconds. Marcus forced himself forward first. The bedroom door sat slightly open. Inside were shelves of old stuffed animals and peeling wallpaper covered in tiny flowers. Dust covered everything except the center of the room. The closet door creaked as Sophie opened it. Inside sat an old wooden trunk. "There's a smell," Elena whispered, covering her nose. Marcus lifted the lid. All 4 kids stumbled backward in horror. Inside were the small skeletal remains of a child wrapped in a yellow blanket. Police cars flooded Belrose Avenue within minutes after the terrified kids called 911. Detectives searched the home through the night while horrified neighbors gathered outside. The investigation uncovered a terrible truth. Years earlier, the little girl had disappeared, and her mother claimed she had run away. No one ever proved otherwise. But the remains inside the trunk told a different story. The next morning, police arrested the mother at her apartment across town. As the sun began setting again, the 4 kids stood outside the abandoned house behind the police tape. The upstairs window glowed softly. The little girl appeared one final time. This time, she smiled. She raised her hand in a small wave toward the children who had found her. Then, slowly, her figure faded into the evening light and disappeared forever.